Welcome to the Learning has Changed list, the web series where I get to tackle all of the things that I would like to learn how to change in education with a community of reflective practice vloggers in order to create an engine for authentic learning. Today I get to meet with a number of educators from the Douglas County School District. They had asked me to come in and talk to them about reflective practice and video blogging, and I had a lot of fun doing that. But in the process, we got into a discussion around where is the right space to have your community and how should we create that space. And we talked about ways that we can use Edmodo and ways that we can use Google Plus, and we talked about a number of different tools. And then one of my favorite people, Sonny Vancelis, said that she thought that a lot of teachers and a lot of educators really felt overloaded with tools. And I do think that that is absolutely true. And she said, we should just pick one space and that should be the place where we post these videos and where we reflect and where we have a community and things like that. And while I agree about the tool overload and that we should have a place to create community and to post all of our reflections, I forgot about the most essential part of what we are doing here in creating a community, and it is the fact that I have my own space that I am cultivating. I have a single space that is mine, and I own it, and it is a room of my own. It is this room, and it is every room that I talk to you within. Every single time that I speak into this camera and every single time that I speak to another person that is on the other side of this community, I have my own space, and I am going to bring that space to wherever that community exists. And I don't think that that is a part of being tool hungry or tool obsessed, or if you are overloaded by tools. It comes down to, have you developed your own space? Have you developed your own space that you uniquely have a perspective within? And I think that voice and that level of reflection that comes from having your own space cannot be replicated by creating yet another community where we can all jump into. I think coming together is really important. And I think having a place to put all of our ideas is really important. But it is nothing compared to having your own voice and knowing where you stand. And a lot of the conversations that we had tonight were around, how do we sustain this? And I think the only way that you sustain it is by having your own sustained voice. The only way that you're going to be able to engage on a daily basis is knowing that you have something valuable to say and something that matters to yourself and to others. It isn't so much in deciding where that thing that matters goes. It is having something that matters. And knowing that without anyone else commenting on it, without anyone else seeing it, that it matters. It is true to who you are as an educator, as a learner. It is true. And I think that's the thing that I would like to change. Many teachers and learners do not have their own space. They are only able to share and to learn in other people's spaces, in that communal space, in that aggregated space. When we only contribute to a communal space, we don't own the learning that is going on there. It doesn't travel with us when we decide to move on from it. It isn't a part of our portfolio, a part of our curriculum vitae. When we don't have our own spaces and our own voice for learning, then any time that a community we are part of dies or goes out of fashion or we are no longer checking it, then part of our learning dies too. And I think that's where you get the fatigue. I think that's where you run into these problems with resistance, is I tried learning over there and then it stopped and I didn't get to take my learning with me. Everyone that is engaged within this reflective practice vlogging does so on their own terms. They are doing so from within their own spaces, and then they are choosing to share those spaces with others. And that is the most important element. We have to have our own spaces, our own rooms to incubate ideas, to collaborate from, rather than going out into the world, into a place that might not be entirely safe, and just plopping our learning down. And to everyone that was in that room with me, thank you for being a part of that conversation and for pushing my thinking. And it is my sincerest hope that you will join in and create your own space for that reflection, and you will share it out to a communal space, to a community space within Douglas County, within our group. That to me is going to be the powerful change that will happen. Please comment below, subscribe on YouTube, or join the Google Plus community. Thanks so much for watching.